Chosen one, you have been upgraded fast. Listen. This message is not for the many. This is for the rare ones, the few, the spiritually awake, the warriors who have endured seasons of silence, who have grown in shadows, and who have walked through fires no one knew were burning. This upgrade is not physical first, but energetic, spiritual, identity-based. You didn't earn this by trying to be seen. You were chosen for this when no one was looking. You were selected, not because of popularity or position, but because of alignment, assignment, and preparation. You've been silently shifting while the world thought you were standing still. What's happening now is the manifestation of internal mastery. The universe has been whispering, and today it confirms aloud. You have been upgraded. Before we go further, take a moment to ground yourself. This video holds divine timing. Watch this video until the end, and comment below your warmest wishes and write 777 to affirm your agreement. This simple act is more than engagement. It's an activation. It sends energy into the universe to support your new season and awaken doors that were once closed. Let the wishes you speak plant seeds in your future. Let the energy you carry bless the timeline ahead. Something powerful is being released through you, and your comment is your signature on what's already yours. Now, chosen one, like this video, subscribe if you haven't subscribed to the channel, and let's begin. This upgrade is not random. It's not luck. It's not coincidence. It's divine design. You've been shifted into a new frequency, a higher vibration, a more aligned identity, and you might not feel it fully yet, but something about you has already changed. Your perception is different. Your patience has matured. Your presence is more powerful. This is what divine upgrades feel like. Not always loud, not always celebrated, but undeniably real. The discomfort you've endured wasn't punishment. It was preparation. And now that the heavens have confirmed it, you will begin to see what has been internally planted bloom externally. You won't have to chase what now flows to you. The work you did in the dark has graduated you into a realm that few reach. This upgrade isn't about elevation for applause. It's about activation for purpose. You didn't even realize it. But while others were performing, you were transforming. While others sought the platform, you were being purified. While some looked outward for validation, you looked inward for truth. That's why this moment belongs to you. That's why this shift recognizes you. Because you didn't abandon your identity in order to be accepted. You stayed faithful. You held the frequency. You protected your peace when chaos tried to enter. You kept rising, even when your strength was low. And now, yes, now, it's your time. You're not being upgraded so that you can boast. You're being upgraded because you were built for what's next. And what's next? Everything that was too big for your past season. You see, before the upgrade, certain things didn't fit. Opportunities didn't feel aligned. Relationships weren't supportive. Resources didn't flow. But now, the script is different. The story is shifting. The blessing has matured, and so have you. Your energy has changed, and now the world must reflect it. The people who come into your life now will honor the version of you that's rising, not the one you had to survive through. The opportunities arriving now will align with your vision, not just your needs. The doors opening now are not just doors of convenience, they are doors of calling. Many people saw the version of you that was under construction, but they're about to witness the version that's been anointed for command. The version of you that's walking in clarity. The version that's no longer begging for alignment, but attracting it. This upgrade is evidence that your obedience wasn't in vain. that your silence wasn't emptiness, it was sacred. That your isolation wasn't rejection, it was refinement. You've been promoted in private, and soon it will show in public. You are no longer operating from survival. You're operating from sovereignty. Chosen one, don't be surprised if certain things begin to fall away. This is part of the upgrade process. Energies that no longer match your vibration must be removed. Don't hold on to the old now that the new has found you. People who were comfortable with your previous level may grow distant, and that's not your loss. It's your liberation. God is clearing the room for what's worthy of the next you. You won't need to explain the shift. You won't need to prove your elevation. Your presence will announce your transition. The light you carry now won't require a microphone. It will echo in rooms where your name has never been spoken. There's something deeply divine happening to your voice too. Have you felt it? The way your words now carry more weight? The way your silence now speaks more truth? The way your presence now settles chaos, even without saying a word? That's the upgrade too. The inner power you've developed has rewired how you impact the world. And what's wild is, you didn't have to force it. You didn't chase this. You didn't manipulate timelines. You stayed true. And now it's showing. Everything about your journey was intentional. Every delay, every heartbreak, every quiet night when it felt like no one saw your tears. It all added up to this awakening. You weren't being punished. You were being rebuilt. And now, the one who once wondered if the promise would ever come is walking into fulfillment. You're not the version who prayed for breakthrough anymore. You are the breakthrough. You are the shift. You are the signal that elevation is possible even after rejection, betrayal, abandonment, and delay. Don't minimize what's happening right now just because it doesn't look how you expected. Upgrades don't always come with trumpets. Sometimes they come through peace, through clarity, through quiet confidence, through the ability to say no without guilt, through the discernment to walk away from what drains you, through the realization that your worth was never tied to how much you did, but to who you've always been. This season will require you to see yourself differently, to treat yourself as someone chosen, not someone chasing, to walk with boldness even if your knees shake, to stand tall even if your past still tries to whisper shame, because you've been upgraded, and now it's time to live from that place. Yes, this means responsibility. Yes, it means higher standards. Yes, it means you'll be misunderstood by those who haven't yet awakened to their own upgrade. But that's okay. You're not here to convince them. You're here to embody truth, to walk with grace, to glow with quiet power. You didn't come this far to play small. You didn't survive all that to hide. You didn't evolve to blend in. You were made to lead. And that starts now. Let the old go. Let the small mindset go. Let the self-doubt go. The upgrade didn't just happen in spirit, it happened in vision. What you believe about yourself now must match the level you've been called into. Speak from that place. Think from that place. Move from that place. Don't allow old insecurities to have a voice in this new chapter. They don't belong. They didn't survive the fire with you. Only the upgraded version did. There's something sacred about divine timing. When the heavens choose the exact moment to reveal what has always been destined. And now that your upgrade has begun, the time for hiding is over. You were not upgraded to remain small. You were not elevated to be passive. You were called higher, to take ownership of your light, and to finally step into the fullness of who you are. And even if you're still catching up to the reality of what just happened, trust this: you're not going back to the old level. That chapter has been closed. You've already crossed the threshold. You may feel an odd mixture of unfamiliar power and unfamiliar pressure, but don't fear it. Growth feels like that. And growth is the evidence of your transformation. You're now walking in a dimension that used to intimidate you. The places that once rejected you are now the very places that feel your presence before you even speak. The energetic code you carry has been rewritten. Your internal system has been refreshed. The spiritual software within you has been upgraded. And now the outside world has no choice but to respond accordingly. You'll notice the shift in how people react to you. Some will feel drawn to your energy without knowing why. Others may feel uncomfortable around you, and you won't even have to speak. That's not your burden. It's their response to your upgrade. And you must be okay with that. This level isn't about pleasing everyone. It's about obeying the voice that called you to this moment in the first place. You're not here to dilute yourself to fit environments you've outgrown. You're here to bring light to places that were waiting for your radiance. Chosen one, please don't second-guess this. You may not have gotten an announcement. No one may have thrown you a party. No one may have congratulated you. But spiritually, there was a celebration. Heaven recognized the shift. The universe shifted its pattern. Something in the fabric of time and space realigned itself for you. When that upgrade happened, everything in your energetic field began to echo it. That's why things are changing. That's why old friends are distant. That's why opportunities are surfacing that seem tailor-made for you. This is what it looks like when the upgrade reaches your reality. But with every upgrade comes an adjustment. Don't be discouraged by the discomfort. It's part of the process. Your body, your mind, and your spirit are all recalibrating to match this new version of you. You might feel tired. You might feel overstimulated. You might even feel unsure. But this isn't regression. It's realignment. Your soul is being fitted into the identity that was always yours. The old frequency can no longer sustain your future. And the more you allow the shift, the more the upgrade will flow without resistance. Be mindful of your thoughts now. Your inner dialogue has power like never before. What you speak to yourself is a blueprint for your reality. If you keep thinking like the old you, you'll sabotage the new opportunities that require your new mindset. The upgrade demands new self-talk. Speak life over yourself. Speak strength, clarity, and abundance. When doubt tries to whisper, you respond with divine truth. You remind yourself, I have been upgraded, and I will not shrink. I have been chosen, and I will not fear. I have been called, and I will not apologize for it. This is also a time to become highly selective. Not everyone can access you now, not because you're better than them, but because your energy must be protected. The upgrade comes with boundaries. The new level comes with filters. People who once had access to your time, your ideas, and your essence may now feel blocked. That's not cruelty. That's wisdom. That's protection. And the more you honor your worth, the more you attract people who value it too. Your intuition is heightened now. You'll notice your gut instincts are clearer. You'll hear inner guidance louder. That's a result of the spiritual upgrade. You've been given access to information, insight, and alignment that will not make sense to the logical mind. But trust it. Follow it. Let it lead. The guidance you receive now is not from your past wounds. It's from your divine assignment. You're not reacting to life anymore. You're being directed. And your ability to hear and move will shape everything from this point forward. And pay attention. Opportunities are going to start showing up suddenly. Miracles that you thought would take years will arrive in days. People you never expected to meet will suddenly enter your space. Invitations, contracts, recognition, it will all begin to flood in. Why? Because you're now in position. Before the upgrade, your energy may have repelled what you desired, not because you were unworthy, but because you were not yet ready. But now you're ready. Now you're aligned. Now the door is unlocked. You're not chasing success anymore. You are magnetizing it. You're not asking for permission. You're walking in authority. You're not trying to convince people to see your value. You've realized your own. That's why you've been upgraded. Because your identity has shifted from seeker to sender, from survivor to signal, from wounded to awakened. There will be moments when you question if this is real, when it feels too good, too powerful, too rapid. But believe it. Own it. The same grace that sustained you through your struggles is the same grace that will establish you in your success. You were faithful in the furnace. Now you will flourish in the favor. You were loyal in the wilderness. Now you will lead in the land. Chosen one, the rest of this journey will not require more hustle. It will require more trust. Trust in the timing. Trust in your preparation. Trust in what's rising within you. And when fear knocks, and it will, you look it in the eyes and say, "That version of me is gone. I don't live there anymore. I've been upgraded." Let your decisions reflect the new you. Let your habits mirror your healing. Let your walk show the world that you're not who you used to be. You're not even who you were last week. You're evolving in real time, and the universe is responding in kind. You've crossed into territory that your past self prayed to enter. Don't let that go unnoticed. You are now walking in answered prayers that once felt so far away. And the reason this season feels different is because your spiritual frequency has caught up with your destiny. Before, it felt like you were always reaching, always hoping, always waiting. But now, you're walking in alignment. Now, you're attracting instead of chasing. Now, you're standing in the vibration of fulfillment. And that changes everything. This upgrade you've received isn't something anyone can see with the natural eye right away. In fact, many won't understand it, because the shift was internal first. But over time, it will be undeniable. The way you speak will carry more authority. The way you walk into a room will command attention. Not because you're louder, but because your spirit has grown louder. Your presence has been magnified without a word. That's what divine upgrades do. They expand your energy before they expand your environment. This is why you've been sensing a change in your surroundings. It may seem like everything familiar is being rearranged. People are becoming distant. Opportunities are changing. Places that once felt comfortable now feel restrictive. That's not random. That's your upgrade rejecting your former reality. When your spirit outgrows the space around it, the universe will begin to dislodge anything that doesn't match your elevation. This isn't rejection, it's refinement. And your only job now is to trust the release. Let them go. Let what's falling apart collapse. Don't hold on to connections that were only meant for the former version of you. Don't revisit closed doors simply because you feel nostalgic. What's ahead of you is far too valuable to exchange for the comfort of the past. You've been upgraded into a new role, and it comes with new responsibilities, new energy, and new surroundings. Trying to pull old pieces into this new puzzle will only delay your next level. Protect your elevation with intention. Chosen one, You're now becoming what you were once intimidated by. You're stepping into shoes that once looked too big to fill. You're operating in clarity that once seemed distant. You're manifesting power that once felt like a dream. And here's the key. This didn't happen because you forced it. It happened because you aligned. You healed. You let go. You chose peace. You faced the hard things that others avoided. You stayed awake when it would have been easier to go numb. That's why you're here now. The world may call this growth. Heaven calls it readiness. Your upgrade will not always feel easy because shedding old skin is uncomfortable. You may feel emotions rise without warning. You may mourn old dreams, old friendships, old timelines. You may feel lonely, even in the midst of your breakthrough. And that's okay. Give yourself permission to feel it, but don't stay there. What you're letting go of is nowhere near what you're walking into. The peace, the clarity, the purpose, the reward. It's going to be worth everything you released. Your upgrade also comes with a new vision. Things that once seemed acceptable will now feel out of place. You'll crave excellence. You'll be drawn to purpose-driven conversations. You'll desire stillness over chaos. You'll begin to care less about being seen and more about being aligned. That's the fruit of transformation. That's the evidence of elevation. Your values are shifting because your spirit knows what you're being prepared for. This season will also reveal your power to influence. Without trying, you'll start inspiring others. You'll notice people seeking your advice, your presence, your perspective. You've become a lighthouse, a beacon, and not because you shouted for attention, but because you've embodied authenticity. That's what the upgrade does. It turns you into an energetic reference point for others who are seeking their way. Don't take that lightly. You're not just upgraded for yourself. You're upgraded for others, for your family, for your bloodline, for your community, for your calling.